What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic one time for the one time back. Shout out to the LDBC one time. And probably one of the longest, review videos I'm gonna do. It's a lot of food to take in for thought. Basically starting off, I thought Pacquiao won last night. I didn't score it, but I didn't think it was the robbery that everybody is saying it is, A lot of these, guys like Stephen A. Smith, who people were butchering last night, which I didn't watch the fight with sound or any of the commentary with sound at all. But a lot of these guys are, it's supposed to bias towards Pacquiao. Like, if it's close or, if Pacquiao lands the most glamorous shot in the round, it goes to Pacquiao. Or if he flirts in the round, it's Pacquiao. The thing that Jeff Horn wasn't in this fight, I think, was pretty much crazy. Like I said, I didn't score it, but I thought Pacquiao was more effective. I thought he was more effective. I thought Jeff Horn was being an aggressor, and like I tell you guys, like Harold Letterman be saying, man, I tell you guys all this time, a lot of these fucking judges just score guys that come forward. No matter if they landed or not. If you sitting if you ever been to a real fight, it looks different than it does on TV. You don't have all those angles. Remember, the judges are sitting at 3 different sides of the ring or angles of the ring, and it looks different. If a guy's being aggressive and making a fight, pressing the fight, it seems like this generation of boxing judges are going to give it to the aggressor. It's like if you just come forward and land a few shots and look good and smother them and, do all those other things and make it a rough fight, I mean, you get ring generalship points for it and you get points for it in the round. And now that, I've been saying this, people talking about Kovalev was pressing the fight and doing that shit. Now it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Now when your guy is the victim to a bullshit ass, kind of like a stigma or some shit like that, or like the aura of an aggressive fighter just pressing the fight, now you want to be up in arms. No, motherfucker, no. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Jeff Horn was the aggressor, and y'all motherfuckers was scoring the aggressor for, Kovalev and Ward and Hope and Triple G and Danny Jacobs. Now it ain't no fun when the fucking rabbit got the gun. Clearly, a lot of people were upset about this, just because they like Pacquiao on a personal level. Like Aaron Rodgers say, "Oh, this was a robbery, UFC." Well, take your bitch ass back to UFC, you choking ass quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, definitely a controversial look on the sport of boxing. Definitely would be a black eye for the debut of boxing, top rank boxing on ESPN. And this is definitely a way to turn off a lot of fans once again to the sport of boxing. Freddie Roach and Bob Arum said they thought the fight was pretty close. Freddie Roach said Pacquiao should have got him out of there. That's what Freddie Roach said. He said he should have got him out of there in the 9th round. And I told myself in my head, I said, if this motherfucker don't get Jeff Horn out of here in this round, he potentially gonna regret it. And that's exactly what happened. Pacquiao showed vintage Pacquiao in the 9th round, and that was it, And at the end of the day, it was his fault because all he threw was the left hand, He straight left hand, straight. He didn't try to hook it, he didn't try to throw the right hook or double the jab too much. He didn't try to go to the body. He tried to headhunt Jeff Horn. I think after the 3rd or 4th round, the 2nd and 3rd round, when he see Jeff Horn could take his punches because he was so much bigger than him, he should have went to the body. But that's Pacquiao, you know what I mean? Some people, he's talking about he's greater than Mayweather, but, he's limited in his punch variety. He's very limited. He doesn't have nothing but that straight left hand at this point, and he lived off his athletic ability and being very aggressive. And when Marquez knocked him out, he knocked a lot of the aggressive Manny Pacquiao out. He was shell-shocked from being knocked out, And you can't beat, you in fights with just throwing your left hand and then ducking and try to spin, especially when your legs ain't what they used to be. And, no punch variety, at least, Mayweather would throw the jab to the head, throw the jab up top. Had a good left hook in a long time in his career, and then people always had to respect that left hook. Pacquiao is very limited last night. I think retirement should be on the top of his dome, especially if he finds himself in training camp for Jeff Horn to rematch, and he's not ready. I mean, he's not aggressive. He can't turn it up. Remember, Freddie Roach said this is the worst he's seen Pacquiao in any training camp. I think he trained in the Philippines the whole time this time. And, when you train at home, you're distracted. Not making no excuses for him. But for people acting like this is the robbery of the century, absolutely not. A close fight is not a robbery. I think it was a close fight. I didn't score it. I was just enjoying it and watching it with no sound on, so I didn't have to hear annoying ass Teddy Atlas and Tim Bradley. I like Teddy Atlas though, but I didn't want to hear it last night. But shout out to Jeff Horn. He didn't have a shot. Basically he got a handicap yesterday. Just because he was there and he competed, he got rewarded for it. That's exactly what it was. He got rewarded for competing with Pacquiao when people thought he couldn't compete with him. And that's what it was. Now, Bob Arum doesn't mind sacrificing Manny Pacquiao. When you don't do what Bob Arum say do, he will fucking hang your ass up to the wolves. And Pacquiao didn't want to fight Terrence Crawford and pass that torch over. Bob Arum motherfucking blessed his ass with an L. All the times that Bob Arum, probably in his career, kind of had the scorecard shifted to one area or another, I'm just, talking shit. We seen it with other promoters and managers and advisors, whatever the fuck you want to call them, and he couldn't get Pacquiao this victory. Get the fuck out of here. That's what happened when you don't do what the Bob father says. He's done with Pacquiao. He really is. He don't care if Pacquiao will do anymore. The money's not there anymore, and there's no way that Pacquiao should be going over to fucking Australia, Brisbane, fighting. No way. I understand it was the biggest fight in Australia history, but it didn't sell out. It's no way that Pacquiao, a legend, should be going to fight, defend his world title in another man's country. No fucking way. So that should you should have smelled the fish right there. Very fishy. And that's why you can't trust that motherfucker, man. With Mayweather, Oscar, all the motherfuckers that was with him. As Terrence Crawford is smart, he get as far away from Bob Arum as possible, which is very damn near impossible unless you got dog-ass lawyers, which Mikey Garcia had, but he still was out 3 years. And in Floyd Mayweather's case, Al Heyman, it took another Harvard guy to maneuver his way out of his top rank deal. Because Bob Arum will shelf your ass like a can of peas very quick. But at the end of the day, man, Pacquiao, you do what your promoter say. You're not your own boss. You never branched off and became your own man. And that was your issue right there. That's your issue. Bob Arum was telling you what to do, how to do it, where to do it, and all these guys was robbing you. Now you got to continue to fight because probably your money not right. They've been fucking Pacquiao for years. Mayweather was talking about the contract and all them, and how they was fucking him. He should have been able to fight one or two times, after the Mayweather fight, one time with Bradley, I guess, and be able to retire what he should have made in that fight and be comfortable. It's obviously that he doesn't have the passion to fight no more. He's not training like he was usually training. He's not even fighting like he used to fight. So it's obviously he don't have the passion to fight no more. That burning fire is gone. He ain't had a knockout since 2009. It's gone. It's done. Nobody gave Jeff Horn a shot but me. I said he was a solid fighter. I ain't saying I was picking him to win. Said he was solid. But at the end of the day, that's what happened when you deal with shady motherfuckers. But Pacquiao, we'll see what you do.